What's up, everybody? Excalibur here. Just gonna go over some plays I took this past week and a few that are on my watch list for this upcoming week. First one we're gonna go over is ROKU. ROKU has been a beautiful bull flag right here. Bounced off 272, went up, came down, retested, kept going, came down a little bit, and just took off. If we're gonna go to what I did when I took these trades this week, I like to do extended hours on. I'm looking for these certain levels. So ROKU broke over. This was the 18th, 21st. 21st. We'll start with the 21st. This is gonna be the low right here. The pre-market high. Try to find these settings. Pre-market high right here. This one just was the initial come down to this retest from the previous day, where it was a good nice support after it broke out. Came down, tested it, broke off. That's a good thing to find when you're looking at charts. Like right here, this red line was a nice support that I was looking for it to come down to on Tuesday and test the support and bounce straight back up. I could have moved it up like right here, which was actually perfect. That came down. Yesterday's support right here. Test support there, support there. Does not want to go below here. Gained some buying here, had some sell-offs, and then just took off from here. Same with this day. This one actually did not come down to a support. I actually tested the resistance again, just kept going. So when I'm making my levels, you can tell where that could be a level right here where it bounces above, comes down and tries to test it again, then kind of turns a resistance into a support. That's what I'm really looking for. Right here, this was kind of inside day, another inside day. This was Friday where I took that 1 day lotto, which looked really good at the first of the day, but just kind of played sideways. If I would have taken the 1 day out expiration, I actually would have made 100% with this last little push at the end of the day, and with after hours, it's still pushing. So it's one thing with Lotto Fridays, you kind of risk it. For that adrenaline rush, you're trying to get that quick, instant 100%, but it does not always work out. Just like this, I should have went a week out, should have went later with contracts, a little more pricier, but worked out. You can see right here was a nice support from these 2 days. You could tell support, and then just kind of consolidated around it, and then Friday used that support and is probably going to go off to the next level. With ROKU, overall ROKU, it's still got a good ways to go to all-time high. Let's see how much momentum actually could go into it. It's actually pushed really, really good lately. Seems like it's consolidating the last couple days. Let's see what's going to happen. JD was another one I took. It's just a beaten down stock. All-time high is about 108. It's at 66. You're just looking for that reversal. Let's go on the daily. You're just looking for this reversal, break of this downtrend. Maybe about there. It broke it, comes down. You could either see if it's going to retest 66 or it'll go up to the next level. This one's just like a far out play where, if it gets to 90, I'll be happy with profits. Not really looking for too much here. Just a beaten down stock that should overall push those to those all-time highs. Baidu, I've been watching. I remember when it used to be in the 300s. Just got beaten down really bad. Came down. It's testing this daily. trend line from September. Actually broke below, which caused a lot of buyers. You got earnings coming up. This is just another one that's just completely beaten down. There's really no downtrend it breaks. You're just trying to find. It's my favorite type of play. Try to find. You can tell it's starting to make higher highs and higher lows right here off of this. Right here, you got a higher low right here. Hopefully, it continues up. It just gained a lot of momentum, especially end of day with that huge push, which is actually surprising, which I will not complain about. Kind of a triangle right here it broke out of. But these are stocks that you like to just get long term. Grab one. I mean, grab a 260 Baidu. If it $200, you know, Baidu should be up in the 300 range. I think. I'll go with pins. Pinson is this huge bull flag. Dropped last time because of earnings. Gap down. I've been playing this for a while. Just bouncing for. I want to see if it's going to break above this at earnings or before earnings, or it's just going to consolidate till earnings. Not 100% sure, but this was just bouncing between certain levels. Support and resistance. Once it breaks one, I get back in. Pretty simple. Uptrend, you can't go wrong. Get a couple weeks out. You know, just following this uptrend up. You get a couple weeks out. If it does come down a little bit, that's when you can average down, and then it should continue upwards. Futu I showed last week on my video. Just been consolidating between these two zones, support and resistance zones. Just back and forth, back and forth. I really wanted to get down to here before I got into it, but this beautiful green candles when I got into it. Felt like that was the reversal. And I actually rode it all the way up to 174.5, which was a PT. So I wish I would have went to 178, but did not. But this was a good, 300, 400% play. I paper handed it. I got out when I hit the zone. Actually, I kept a couple runners because it could come out of the zone and come back down and keep consolidating. You could go down here and go keep consolidating. So you like to leave one runner there. But this is just a consolidation between support and resistance zones that just took it to the next level. It's pretty easy. Peloton is another one. Was beaten down from earnings and bad news from the child death and all that. Just keeps going up. It had a nice consolidation right here. And actually when it broke 115, it kept going up. If it breaks 125, 126, it could definitely get a lot of momentum into it. Let's see I like to use extended hours because it helps a little bit with this. But you can tell this is where it made the really good money from here. The 22nd came up. Right about here, we're going to use this as a resistance. Next day, just consolidated. I'm going to do anything. Tested the 119. And then the next day, finally tested this. Had enough buyers. Came in. Took it. And then we're back to another consolidation. This is why I like to go farther out. Better play. PayPal. PayPal is just another one that's just beaten down. Which is, these stocks are actually harder to find right now because a lot of stocks have been running. This is why I kind of sort of want a correction. So we could get some stocks lower. Get them on the discount. Try to make them go back up. But PayPal just was consolidating and finally broke this downtrend. Nothing really to look at. It's just a momentum play. MU is one I have with earnings coming up. using this zone. Every time it comes down to this zone, goes back up, comes down, goes back up, comes down. Finally took it when it got to the zone. I think I took it a day early, anticipating it to go. Pretty good thing overall. It could go for all-time high, which is 98. Looks like it wanted it here, but did not get it. Probably get out before earnings. Don't want to risk the earnings play. Disney is one I got into. Actually on my watch list again. This upcoming week, just not at all-time highs. Gain momentum. This one kind of like has breakouts and pullbacks. Just take profit when you see it kind of stock. But I think it's getting a lot of momentum with reopening. If you ever have a chance to play this for Investors Day, definitely play it for Investors Day. Edits one, I could see this really go. I mean, look at the last time it broke out here. And it went from 31 to 100. I am in edit. Broke its downtrend, kind of slowly getting there. It has earnings August 10th. And it just looks like it's starting to go parabolic. Something you could grab September, August calls. Go light. Because it's not going to go straight up. It's going to bounce around. Another one I like is DraftKings. I've been looking at. Kind of in this triangle right here. 75 is all-time highs. It's at 53. You got football coming up in September. This is a good actually play to get like maybe 75 calls in September. 65 calls, just depending on what your price point is. This could definitely do some work. You got earnings August 13th. Last earnings, they did not do so well. But I'd get out and get back in with earnings, or do a lotto. But we're kind of starting to get down to fewer and fewer plays since we're in all-time highs. Where's my NASDAQ chart? I like charting NASDAQ because I like playing tech, because tech is the most rewarding, but also the most riskiest. You could tell in tech right here. Right here you hit an all-time high, but you got all these strong wicks. Okay, wicks show you the big picture. Right here. So when it comes down and it wicks like this means a lot of buyers are coming in and pushing it up. They do not want it below this. Buyers coming down, pushing it up. And also up here, sellers come in, push it down. They don't want it to go to all-time highs, so it's kind of consolidating. Friday I saw this bull flag and it broke below. Tested it perfectly, came below even more. I think tech's due for a correction soon, but it's most likely going to be news-based. There's so much money going into the stock market these days, not sure what's going to happen. Definitely lightening up on swings, getting less risky, taking profits when you see it. Main thing with corrections when they do come, sometimes it's just best to sit on the sideline. I personally have destroyed all my gains from the previous month when the stock market does go into correction in September. You're just trying to find the bottom, but the bottom keeps going down. So you gotta just sometimes, if you have a smaller port or you're less risky, just sit on the sideline. Watch, get 10% a day, get 15% a day. You're not gonna get those 100% in a correction. ES looks strong. SPY actually looked really strong end of day because banks are finally come out of their little hiding hole. But this is it for my little weekly review, and next week just gonna play it day by day and just anticipate, if bad news comes, it's gonna hurt the market. Good news will help the market. Just play day by day with swings. Don't always risk swings. If they are, make sure they're multiple weeks out. But let's kill it this week, and I appreciate you guys watching this.